Why, hello there, friends, family, and everything in between. We have Mark Mara on Izzet Murktide versus Mike Pickle on some blue-white control, not black-white control. This is from our Hidetsugu Showdown tournament that we did about a month ago, I think. Finally getting some time to do some commentary for it. I was not the one running the camera, so if it looks a little brighter than usual, and if there's any weird things that happen at the names and whatnot, that is because I was playing in this tournament. And by playing in this tournament, I mean scrubbing out of this tournament. I think I ended the day 3-3. Something like that. But that is not the point of the video. We're going to be talking about this matchup right here. So Mike's playing a pretty interesting deck. So it's primarily blue-white control. But he plays, multiple triumphs for Prismatic Ending. That card he just played. And then Mark is on your standard Izzet Murktide deck. You know it, you hate it, you love it. Except it's got the Bird Lawyer in it. Now this is not the version that doesn't play Dragon's Rage Channeler. This was before that innovation, quote quote, had happened. I do remember talking to Mark about the list that played for Ledger Shredder and no Dragon's Rage Channeler, and I was like, that seems interesting. And then it turned out to be its own deck. Alright, so we got a Ledger Shredder, we got a Bauble coming out, we have a Connive trigger happening. He's going to draw a card. He's going to discard a card. He discarded a card that isn't a land, so it gets a +1 counter on it. That bird is now a 2-mana 2/4. Ledger Shredder is so good. It's such a fun card to play with, and it's kind of obnoxious. If you ever play the mirror, or a Ledger Shredder mirror, it's a weird time. Because, you just trigger that, you just keep triggering your opponents as well as yours at the same time, and it's really awkward because they never kill each other. So the birds just stand still and stare at each other like a dramatic Western showdown. Alright, so we got 2 mana here. We'll get a Prismatic Ending on that. Now Mike's deck has a good amount of ways to deal with cards like Ledger Shredder. Prismatic Ending is going to do a lot in this matchup. Alright, goes and gets the Steam Vents here. It's very, screen is very whitewashed. Washed out. Bright. Blown out. There's a lot of ways to refer to this as. Mark using this very nice Beta Islands. And, Mike also using some very nice islands. The Theros Beyond Death Islands are honestly really nice looking. Got a dash of Ragavan here. Tack it in for 2. Going to reveal a Wandering Emperor. Pretty solid. My stove has just made a popping noise. It's only mildly concerning. Mark's going to play a Dragon's Rage Channeler. He's going to cast a Mishra's Bubble. He's going to get a Surveil trigger. I feel like I say the same things every time I put Murktide on camera. I don't know if the commentary ever changes. The monkey will return to the hand because of the dash mechanic, and he will pass the turn. Mike's just passing on 4 mana. Oh, okay. Cool. I was going to say, why are we passing on 4 mana? That feels weird. He's going to snap Prismatic Ending that Dragon's Rage Channeler. Mark is going to cast a Blood Moon. And it's going to resolve. Interesting. Alright, pop the Treasure Play Ragavan. Beautiful Blood Moon too. From the dark. Ooh, so nice looking. So expensive. So expensive. And there's a Memory Deluge here. Going to look at the top 4 cards of his deck. He's going to put 2 of them into his hand. I love Memory Deluge. It's such a good card. It's not absurd. It's not crazy strong. It's just a good card. That Celestial Colonnade coming in tap because it is a mountain. That damn card. Alright, Mark tapping some mana. Playing a Dragon's Rage Channeler. There's an Expressive Iteration. I'm going to get a Surveil trigger. exiling the card that I can't make out because of the glare on that. Alright, plays a land. Does he have a bolt? Ooh, he does have the removal spell for the Snapcaster. Alright, we're going to attack in here for 2. We're going to put Mike to 15. Ooh, never mind. Evoking a Solitude. Okay. Does not want Mark to get extra mana. Right, passes a turn. I wonder, so a while ago, and by a while ago, I mean the beginning of Modern Horizons 2 format, we're attacking in for 5 here, Control was playing Chalice of the Void in the main deck. But they don't do that anymore, and I'm interested as to, like, why? What caused them to stop playing Chalice? Like, was there a specific thing that did it? Alright, Snap's gonna block that Ragavan. Do they still side? Do they side it at least? I don't know. I just remember there was a time frame where you played Chalice in the main deck. So I remember I was like, oh, I'll try this. I bought Chalices for blue-white control. It's a weird sentence, I'm aware. Alright, we're focusing on Solitude again. Hitting at Dragon's Rage Channeler. Mark's to go to 24 here. Very simplified game state. It's got a Blood Moon and some lands. And a Ledger Shredder. The bird is the word. Looks like we have a counterspell in Mike's hand, as well as an Archmage's Charm. Alright. Express Federation going to immediately get hit with a counterspell. Going to attack for 1 here, putting Mike to 13. Picks up another iteration. Interestingly, Blood Moon's one of those cards that, like, I would never... I don't think I'd really side it in against Control if I was playing Murktide. But he has... He just has the one in the main board, and it's doing some work. I don't know, I feel like whenever I play against Blue-White Control, they, like, aggressively fetch basics. But I don't think Mike's really drawn that many fetches. Is going to channel the Odawara, bouncing the Blood Moon. Cool. Lovely card from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Just passes the turn. We know he has an Archmage's Charm, so that Blood Moon's not resolving again, but still. This is kind of funny. Like, I'll bounce it. Go. Alright, cast a Mishra's Bauble. Gonna crack the bauble targeting Mike. Let's go check out the top card of that deck. Tapping 2 mana, 3 mana. Debating if he wants to cast a Blood Moon again. Right, cast trigger, he's going to connive. Picked up a Ragavan. That's pretty solid right now. Especially if the moon resolves, which, like, it's not going to, but... Ooh, counterspell battle. And the moon sticks. Going to attack for 2. And the chip damage has begun. Alright, Mike is going to flash back that Memory Deluge. Which I forgot was there, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I got very confused. I was like, what the hell is he tapping 7 for? Alright, gets to look at the top 7 cards of the deck, put 2 in his hand. Hopefully they were fine decisions. And he gets, okay, picks up another island. That means his Archmage's Charms are live. Through this Blood Moon. Mark's going to dash out a Ragavan. Does he have a second spell here? Going to attack in for 4 damage, putting Mike to 6. Alright, it's going to return to the hand. It has been dashed. Mike's going to opt here. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Control play opt. It used to be one of my favorite cards, but I don't know. Again, it was the whole Chalice thing. Like, they didn't play 1-drops that drew cards, but, I mean... Alright, Solitude's going to get evoked here. I'm going to get a Connive trigger on that Ledger Shredder. Will Solitude resolve, though? It will. It will indeed. Alright, 2 mana. Dash a monkey. Attack for 2. Revealing another Flooded Strand. I think he hit a Flooded Strand last time, too. Alright. Plays out a Murktide region here, and it is definitively going to be huge. Luckily, Mike can just like channel the Udawara here, bounce the Murktide. It's not the greatest spot to be in, but it's a spot. Alright, bounces. Okay, bounces the Moon instead. He can animate the Colonnade to block the Murktide. Pick the Prismatic Ending. Okay. Alright, game 1 is going to be going to Mark Mara on Blue-Red Murktide. We'll be right back in just a second, folks. Alright, and we're back with game 2. We've got Mike playing on Udawara as a land for turn. Just kind of passing. Probably using an opt at the end of Mark's turn. Mark's going to fetch Shock, play Dragon's Rage Channeler here. Going to 17. I wonder if he kept the Blood Moons in when he sided. I don't think you do. I think you cut them. But I don't know. There are a lot of non-basics in Mike's deck. I have a Surveil trigger on the stack. We're gonna resolve that Surveil trigger. Not sure if you put it in the graveyard or kept it on top, but we're gonna crack that bubble here. Look at the top card of the deck. Mike's gonna also look at the top card of his deck, and he's gonna opt, see if he wants to keep it. Draw a card. Alright. Plays out a Scalding Tarn, just passes the turn. Mark's going to play a second Dragon's Rage Channeling. Attacking for 1 here. It's going to opt. Going to draw that basic island. It's going to fetch at the end of the turn. Probably going to get a Triumph here. I can't imagine he's not. Getting a Rafine's Tower. That is the Esper one. I think. Alright, plays an island to pass him. Mark is going to fetch here. Grabbing his Steam Vents. Wonder if he's going to leave it untapped, potentially bolting or doing something interesting. Is in fact going to bolt. Look at that beta bolt. Gorgeous. Surveil Channeler in the graveyard, probably turning on Delirium here. I think he left the next card on top. Okay, gonna play an island for turn. Attack it in for 6 here. Gotta take Muck down to 12. I assume the person running the thing, I guess, missed some damage. Mike's gonna shock in a Hallowed Fountain. Alright, play a Supreme Verdict. Get rid of some creatures real quick. Alright, cast a Murktide Regent. Not exactly big enough to be lethal immediately, but it is a 5/5 for 2 mana that flies. Murktide stays doing some great things. Alright, we're going to play a land for turn. And pass. Attacks in for 5. Going to cast a Solitude. Going to counterspell that Solitude. Going to Solitude again. This time evoking it. This one unfortunately does not get to stay around. Mark will go from 14 to 19, and go play a Channeler. Tap land and pass the turn. Mike just picked up, I believe, a counter spell. Attacks in for 1. Oh no, okay, I guess he is delirious. Got some draw go action going on here. Mike is going to Archmage Charm here. Looks like the mode is trying to steal the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Mike might have 2 counterspells in his hand. It's going to Odawara back the Channeler. Okay. Going to then go to cast a Channeler, which is going to get disputed. So not exactly a counterspell, basically a counterspell. Alright, animates the hull, attacks in for 7. Gonna put Mark to 12. Gonna sack the out here, draw a card. Going to Expressive Iteration. Finding a Ragavan. Alright, dashes to Ragavan, reveals a Snapcaster Mage. Gonna put my 2/4. Or to 2. Okay. I was like, what? Alright, this passes a turn. I wonder what Mark's got in hand besides the Ragavan. Gotta give Hall of the Storm Giants a quick read, or Hall of Storm Giants. There's no the in the name. Play bubble, crack bubble. Plays a second Hall, passes a turn. Gonna see an Archmage here to draw 2. Picks up a land. Picks up and puts down a land, I should say. Alright. We got a little bit of a draw action, draw go action going on here. Perfectly acceptable. Happens to the best of us. Alright, plays Murktide Regent here. Mike waiting for him to delve here. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a counterspell battle going on right here. Dashes out Ragavan. Attacks in for 2. Alright. Oda wires the Ragavan back to hand. I might sort of draw 2 cards here. I assume. Alright, Mike opting now. Trying to find an answer to that Murktide Regent. But also, I guess, at the same time, an answer to the Ragavan. Alright, dashes the monkey. Gets aggressively counterspelled. Dashes the second monkey. Mike shocks himself to kill himself. Alright, folks. Mark is going to get 2-0 with Izzet Murktide over Blue-White Control. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.